Welcome back to Holiday Hot Takes. Let's get to it. Oni Armory. Murph is a good Nerf mascot for all ages and genders. And from Excelsior Time, we need to see more of Murph, the Nerf mascot. Do we need more Murph or less Murph? These are hot takes for sure because Murph is controversial. Was I too mean on Murph when Murph debuted to the world? Maybe. Did I see an industry plant of Nerf darts created to be a sentient being? Maybe. Do I regret my actions? Maybe. I wish I could meet Murph. I almost had a chance to at Comic-Con, but I think that Hasbro doesn't care at this point, so your opinions don't matter. I think Murph is just the latest in the sad tale of Nerf not being able to commit to anything. Like, oh, we made a mascot, made a big deal, drummed up some interest, and they used the costume sometimes. Doesn't look the most comfortable. And then they, of course, used like the rendering of Murph in their commercials. I don't know if like those are still being used, like with the most modern blasters from this year, if Murph just like appears in commercials. But now they're doing like collabs with other teams' mascots and other like people, because I guess maybe Murph just didn't have the same pull. But then, like, why did you make Murph in the first place? Like, blah, blah, blah. What are you thinking? Sentient pile of darts, is that good for all ages and genders? Sure, I have no problem with Murph. So yes, we do need more Murph. Where is Murph? Please find Murph. From Little Big Young, the Nexus Pro X is the best, most complete overall platform in the hobby from a price, availability, and performance standpoint. This of course includes how customizable it is as well. Nexus Pro stands rise up. Now, on a similar note, Afterburn 819, Nexus Pro is the worst blaster to give to someone new to the hobby. The amount of jams I've seen with a loaned Nexus is immaculate. Now, both can be true at the same time. I'm not sure saying that the Nexus is a great hobby platform is a very hot take. I think people kind of just realize that the Nexus is like a great value, and when it came out it was pretty darn clear, especially now if you talk about like the Nexus Pro X. It's a little bit more hot to say that it's the worst thing to give to a new person, but it's not completely out of line. Yes, there are worse blasters to give to new people, like some homemades. You definitely need to know what you're doing. Hey, honestly, there are some off the store shelf blasters from like Nerf that you probably want to be careful of too. I have also seen people have some tough times using the Nexus Pro in stock form and having some issues. So just with what exists nowadays and how they're aging a little bit, you know, depending on what Nexus Pro you're borrowing, they're not as smooth as they might be in the past, or like, you know, the Nexus Pro X is just way more smooth to operate than the original Nexus Pro. Nexus Pro is still okay. Clickmaster 2.035, Dart Zone is not what it is hyped up to be. Ooh, what a hot take, but like what company is hyped up to what people say it is? Also, I'm gonna need an example. What do you mean it's not hyped up? Like the darts, the blasters, the people? Calling out anyone specific? Let me know. Dead Man's Foam, Dirty D, Dart Zone, please put the chili darts back on shelves. They are high performance, full length bar. This is a request, not a hot take, and I am not in a position to fulfill this request. I think the hot take here would be that Dart Zone full lengths, the new ones, are inferior to the old ones. And that's a hot take that I agree with. So, like, yeah. Dart Zone, what the heck are you doing? Always making new darts, but you lost the plot. Keep the good ones. Audi S23, we need pro AEBs from Dart Zone. Do we? Do we though? I guess that is a hot take. I don't know. Do you think Dart Zone would be in a good position to make them? Like, Dart Zone definitely has some issues when they go too big. They go home. Like, I think when they keep it simple, they do what they know, they usually come out all right. But when they try to shoot for the stars, they crash and burn sometimes, dare I say? Is that a hot take? Oh, speaking of AEBs, the Glassman. AEBs are the superior blasters if done right. Spider Giant. The new influx of AEBs is going to be the new metas. Storm, BK1, 2S, Wasp 77, and, despite my own experience, the inverted scales, I know. And from Shelton Shots, I believe Nerf AEB is the future. BK1S is an amazing blaster. So, I don't necessarily disagree. I can see how this might be a hot take for some others. I do think that over time, some of these AEBs, when they're really refined, are going to replace a lot of other blasters for like competition stuff, if that is something that people will keep playing. I think that they're just kind of poised to take that scene by storm. But of course, on the other hand, from all Epic 2592, all current AEBs that are available are not good and have major reliability problems. And from Acrodite, AEBs are overrated. I mean, yeah, that's a hot take right there, yes. Again, if you could provide any examples of that, that would help. Yeah, automatic electronic blasters do seem to have some reliability issues. I think even those who embrace them already will note that they're not perfect, and everyone seems to have some unique quirks. Those who are definitely in the know are the best suited to fix them, but like overall, there's a significant cost and learning curve that seem to come with these thus far. My very cold take is that I don't want AEBs taking over completely.